everyone, so welcome to my Leetcode tutorial coding platform. So in today I want to share the problem solution of Leetcode problem number 1015. This is POTD of Leetcode, that is smallest integer divisible by k. Okay. So let's read this question first. Given a positive integer k, you need to find the length of the smallest positive integer. Means what the question says that if you have given the integer k and you have to find the smallest positive integer that is divisible by k. Okay, but the condition is that we have to find that number which contains only digit 1, only digit 1, like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 means the digit only, the number only contains one number, only contains one digit, sorry, only contains one digit. We have to find that number which is divisible by k, and we have to make sure that the number must be smallest. We have to find the smallest number. Okay, so if we can't find that number, then we have to return -1. Okay. Okay, let's move on the example, that is k is equal, if k equal to 1, we have to find the smallest number that contains only digit 1, only the digit 1, that is only then is equals to 1, which is length, and we have to return the length of the number. Okay, that is 1, and we have to see that k equals to 2. For k equals to 2 and the multiple of k, multiple of 2, we cannot find any such number which is divisible by 2 or multiples of 2. Okay, we cannot find that number which only contains digit 1. You can try, you can try and take any number. Let's take 1 1 1. Okay, now divide it using let's 4. So it never gives you zero remainder. It never gives you zero remainder. Okay, it never gives you zero remainder. You can try, you can take any number which is multiple of 2, and you cannot find that number which contains only digit 1 and which is also divisible by 2 or multiple of 2. No, you cannot find that number. Okay, but if you can see that if k equals to 3, then we can find the number that is 111, which is divisible by 3, which gives the remainder 0 when we divide by 3. Or we can see that multiple of 3. Okay, multiple of 3. Okay, so let look here, that if k equals to 1, that is base case, so always the answer is 1. Okay, and if the number is even, any number is even number or even number. Okay, even number or it is multiple of 5, even number है उनको रिटर्न कर दो -1. और any number that is multiple of 5 or 5, which is also we cannot find any number. Okay, in this case we also return -1. Okay, now remaining numbers are 3 7 9. Okay, and उसके जो भी multiples हैं. Okay, these are the remaining numbers, these are the remaining number. Okay, and the multiple of multiple of that numbers. Okay, so we have we take the two variables, remainder and count, which store the size of the number, size of the number which contains only one digit. Okay, so let's see. So idea which comes in the mind, that is, take a string and add one at last, and convert it to integer, and then check, that is and then check that it is divisible by k or not. It is divisible by k or not. We have to check that. Okay, but the integer may be overflow because 64 देखिए यहाँ पे दिया गया नोट, that is n may not fit in a 64 signed digit in signed integer. Okay, so this problem fails. Okay, this idea fails. Okay, we cannot do using this approach. Okay, so we cancel it. Now we move on next approach, that is if we have to take the number that contains only digit 1. Okay, so let's see, if we have to append 1 on the number like 1. Okay, we have to append 1. So how do it? Let's, if we multiply using 10 and add 1, so what will give? It will give 11, and again multiply by 10 plus 1, it will give 1. Okay, and so on. So okay, so we store that. Okay, we have to store that. So it also gives it also may not fit into 64-bit integer. Okay, so what we can do, we can store the remainder. Okay, remainder of that number which we get. Okay, we store the remainder, and also we check that if remainder comes 0, then we return count, that is size of the number which contains only one digit. Okay, but how many times this while loop runs? Okay, that is when the count goes greater than k. If the count goes greater than k, that is divisor, then we never found that number which contains digit 1 and divisible by k. No, never found. You can see, you can take any number which is not which is not divisible by k, that contains only digit 1. You cannot found. You can take any number which is not divisible by k. Okay, so this is our condition. Okay, and if count goes greater than k, then we never found that number, so we return -1. Okay, let's run this code. Okay, so let's see here, so many numbers which is here my test case is fast, that I take so many test case, that is k is equals to 89, k is equal to 21, k is equal to 49, k is equal to 9, k is equal to 3, k is equal to 2. Let's see, -1, k is equal to 1, 1. You can take any even number. Also it always gives -1 output. Okay, let's submit it. See, okay, 97.52% good, 2 millisecond time. Okay, and its time complexity, you can see, that is O of k, sorry, O of count, that is size of that number which contains 1, or we can say O of k, that is divisor size. Okay, you can say O of k. Okay, O of k. Thank you.